Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for a different game now. Star Trek the 25th anniversary with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we are going to be going on into this one. Now, this is kind of like this is like the fourth and fifth year of the 5-year mission of the original Star Trek. The original Star Trek. Basically, you know, the series itself only ever got 3 seasons, because of stuff. And basically, yeah, we're the Interplay decided at the 25th anniversary of the series that, hey, maybe we should try and expand out and see what the last 2 seasons would have been. So they made a couple episodic games, the 25th anniversary and Judgment Rights. And yeah, this is literally just, hey, what would the last few seasons look like? So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game here and see what we've got. Now, because this is such an older game, I kind of have to do it a little bit, you know, I have to basically kind of, it's a little janky. But we should have the game up, and before too long, OBS should realize that the game is playing. It should. Why is it not doing the thing? Come on, you can do it. Realize that the game is there, please. Okay, there we go. All right, so hopefully we're not going to get gamed on with music.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Right. Which is kind of bullshit, because they're like immediately ready and targeted on us and stuff, which is kind of crap.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
Yeah, because see, they're already firing on us and hitting us. Like they were fucking right on us, which is bullshit. Bull crap, man. Come on. Oh, good gods. All right. Oh, good gods, this is just hellacious. There we go.
The Republic is crippled, Captain.
Yay!
Captain Patterson extends his congratulations, sir.
Lowering shields and disarming weapons.
All right, cool.
Message coming in from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Jim, the Enterprise is ordered to travel to Pollux 5. The natives report that alien life forms have been attacking the settlers near a mine at Mount Idle. You are to report to the High Prelate of the colony. The settlers are members of the Acolytes of the Stars sect. The description of the attackers vary, but all say that the attackers resemble creatures from many Earth religions known as demons. Starfleet wants you to determine the nature of these creatures and to resolve the situation without bringing harm to the colonists. Starfleet out.
Okay, cool. All right, so we need to go into navigation, and we need to figure out which planet's the right one. But thankfully, I have the map up on my other monitor, so I know what's what. So this one should be Pollux, the Pollux system.
We have arrived at Pollux 5.
Great. Pull us into orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
All right, so if we take a look at our computer.
Pollux 5 system. An inhabited satellite of Pollux B. Pollux 5 has lately emerged from an ice age caused by large meteor strikes. It has recently been colonized by the Acolytes of the Stars religious sect. The planet is home to a wide variety of plant life, but insects and other lower life forms are the only known animals.
Right. Okay.
Pollux 5 has recently emerged from an ice age, sir. It's spring at the moment, cool but tolerable. Sensors indicate previously documented flora and fauna. Nothing unusual.
All right. And see, we can tab out here and we can say, hey, talk to, or you go take us to warp, or speed and weapons. You are orbit and shields. It's got to give us damage control and power system and emergency powers. So let's hail them.
Message from High Prelate Robert Angevin, sir.
Okay.
Welcome, Enterprise. The High Prelate awaits you. Please, beam down and meet with him.
Okay, so we click on Kirk to either go to a captain's log, teleport, or our options.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the cog.
This is so much better, gentlefolk. We are honored at your presence and hope you will find peace here in our haven.
Right, so now see
Captain, the flora on this planet is very interesting. I wonder how useful it may be for medicinal purposes.
No. We're going to use McCoy on the
Jim, I'm
trees.
not picking up any unusual life here, just native life forms and the settlers. The colonists are all human, except for the one Tellarite. If there are demons here, they don't register on my quarter.
I fail to see the logic. I fail to see the logic in that action.
So see, we've got a science tricorder.
Nothing to report. Nothing to report.
I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. We have received word that alien life forms are creating problems at your mining facilities at Idle Mountain. Tell me more. Most High Prelate Angevin, I am honored to meet you. I consider it my divine duty to assist you in any possible way with the spawn of the devil. Been seeing ghosts and... I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the USS
All right, let's
Enterprise.
go with the official.
We have received word that...
Certainly, Captain Kirk. Not aliens per se. We have encountered what we believe are demons at Idle Mountain. Creatures surely emerging from the very gates of hell. Our God would not test us thus without reason. So we believe your might and insight are our God's method to help us discover what is going on.
Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see? Demons, gates of hell, this is the 23rd. Aside from seeing demons, has any hard data been collected? Any evidence I could see?
A skeptic would consider everything merely anecdotal or unproven. My people will gladly tell you their own stories, so you need not hear it secondhand through me.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the mine itself? You're wasting the time of... What can you tell me about the mine itself?
The area is exceptionally stable tectonically. and easy for our machinery to work in, praise God. We've mined for hafnium and a variety of useful trace elements. The deeper we dig, however, the more anomalous the variety of minerals seems to be. Our Ignatiate brother Stephen has his own theories about why this might be. Either way, the anomalies inspired Brother Candray to conduct studies inside the mine. Yesterday, he reported discovering a strange door. A gate to hell, surely, for the demons caused a cave-in immediately. Candray was trapped, unconscious, and the demons prevent us from rescuing him. We can only hope he is still alive.
Well, that's concerning.
Thank you for your courtesy, Kirk. May you receive the guidance and protection of our God as you complete this divine mission.
Right. I'm still not sure that it's a divine mission.
On the other side of the trees is Idle Mountain, a tall, forbidding place. You have a vague feeling of danger.
All right. Well, let's go into the buildings here and see what we've got.
I am worried about Brother Chubb. Can you examine him, Doctor?
He is too busy consoling.
All right, let's take bones. We'll say the medical tricorder.
Jim, this man has suffered severe physical injuries to his head and arm. The wounds have been adequately cared for. However, he has developed a Nugarian infection. If not treated swiftly, the effects can be fatal. The infection can normally be treated with hypoditoxin, but there's none on the Enterprise.
I may be of some assistance. The Lorexian berry grows near the mouth of the cave. If I could acquire it, I would be able to synthesize the hypoditoxin from the berry. Unfortunately, the demons prevent us from approaching the cave entrance. Perhaps you could retrieve it for me.
All right. Well, that seems to be the first, the first concern. So we're gonna go ahead and run on out here.
You see a small explosion, and the Klingon's hand falls to the ground with a dull thud.
I guess they don't make Klingons like they used to, sir.
Yeah, that's not normal.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not a real one. It is an organic construct, an android-like robot. It looks like a Klingon, but the appearance is entirely superficial. There is something different about this particular construct. Come here, Captain. Look at the hand. It seems to have been separated from the body. There's a wiring circuit in the middle of the palm. This is a detached hand with some kind of circuitry in the palm.
All right, well, let's pick it up.
Captain, we registered phaser fire and an unknown energy beam. Is everyone okay?
We're fine. Did you register any disruptor fire?
No, Captain. Why? Are there Klingons down there?
No, just an idea, Kirk out.
Fascinating. I begin to suspect that we have stumbled upon something that the colonists would never have uncovered.
Yeah, because they all believe in the same thing.
What is it, Spock?
I wish to gather further data before making a definite conclusion, Captain.
You take the Klingon's detached hand.
All right, so let's do medical.
This is definitely not a real Klingon, Jim.
Right.
This is not a Klingon, Captain. Not.
Okay, so they said the berries come from here, right?
These seem to be Lorexian berries, Captain. They have several medicinal uses, but Dr. McCoy would know more.
All right, well, let's use the medical tricorder then.
Jim, these are the berries we need to synthesize the hypoditoxin.
Okay, cool. So let's collect some berries.
You have retrieved a sample of berries.
So yeah, that would have been where one of the red shirts could have gotten hurt. Every time you get one red shirt, and it's kind of up in the air as to whether they will
A
survive.
multi-purpose workspace with fine, well-worn tools and equipment close at hand. An antiquated molecular synthesizer sits in the corner. An old-fashioned computer.
Okay.
Fascinating, Captain. It is an RDAC 4 molecular synthesizer, a museum piece in perfect working order.
Can we use that to synthesize the berries?
The machine synthesizes a quantity of hypoditoxin.
We've got to get this to Brother Chubb as quickly as possible, Jim.
All right. Well, we'll be back, because that looks like it has a lot of nice information and stuff. Kurt, why did you stop? I told you to keep going, man. So we should have the drug that he needs.
Thank you. You're most kind.
Now, will you guys talk to us about this stuff?
I headed up the party that sought to rescue Brother Kandri. Without warning, the demons appeared and attacked us as we approached the mine.
Okay.
Can you tell us what they look like?
Like the demons that have plagued devout folk since before our people left the earth. Huge, muscular demons with ruddy skin, truly the manifestation of evil, with bat wings, horns and talons and a pointed tail. God preserve us all. One tore open my arm and I surely would have perished, but for my companions who bore me back down the mountain.
The demons didn't follow you?
No.
That doesn't strike you as odd?
I am Brother Griznash. I went up the mountainside in solitary prayer, seeking to face my fears. Indeed, I found them. A bellowing Krognik demon with sharp teeth and a long snout descended upon me in a rush of wind.
Captain, a Krognik demon has a decidedly wolfish appearance. Brother Griznash, is this not the traditional shape of the Evil One and his minions among Tellarites?
It is.
I believe this may be significant, Captain.
Yeah, everybody's seen their worst fear. Their worst, biggest enemy.
Brother Kandre is my partner. I was on the communications link when the demons caused the rockfall and silenced him. He said he'd found a strange door with devilish writing. Truly, he came upon the gate of hell itself.
Uh-huh.
I am Brother Stephen, an Ignatiate following the holy teachings with mind and soul alike. I believe the anomalous mineral readings in combination with evidence of ancient disturbances in this otherwise highly stable geologic location indicates previous habitation of the region eons ago.
Why, Spock, you two should get along fine. He sounds just like you.
I would be equally honored to discuss medicine with you, Doctor, as science with your Vulcan associate. Let me continue. I believe our God made humans, aliens, and demons all. If I could get a real demon into my study, I would bless our God for the opportunity, as I thank him for everything in this life.
Even the bad stuff, like the attacks of the demons?
You tread close to unholy knowledge, Brother Stephen.
I appreciate your prayers, Brother Roberts. Captain, if you and your people go up the mountain, I hope afterward you will visit me in my study, which is next door. I'm too old to make the trek myself, but I'm eager for knowledge. In return, I will offer you what insights our God grants these old eyes.
All right. Well, speaking of next door, I do want to kind of go next door and see what we can find.
I never dreamed that Starfleet would be interested in my discoveries, Captain. But our God often surprises us.
All right, Spock, what do you make of that computer?
Captain, this appears to be a model of the Earth. Notice how it models a proper situation for a total eclipse.
Uh-huh. We have all these tools.
Mr. Spock, see what you can do about that hat.
Preferably completing the circuit so that it's usable.
This machinery is delicate, but I have managed to repair the circuitry.
A glass-fronted display of mineral specimens, including a meteorite, a few fossil shells, the skull of a cat-sized alien animal, and a very encrusted twist of metal. The glass case is...
I never dreamed.
I read a collection of small items of no evident value. I would characterize this as a small museum display, Captain.
All right, well, let's... Now that we've got the random dude safe, let's move on up the mountain here. You know, y'all don't have to walk in the exact same spot, right? All right.
Assume firing positions.
Take care of what looks like the loose rock first.
Violence will not...
This man is badly hurt and suffering from shock and exposure as well.
Okay, use your medical kit on him.
It was a near thing, but he'll live.
Well, that's good, isn't it? I mean, we want him to live, don't we?
Oh, thank you, kind souls, for saving my life. Let me rest here for a little before returning to report this miracle to Prelate Angiven.
Fascinating, Captain. This door is made of an unknown material. It is clearly built by an alien race we have no knowledge of.
That is kind of curious.
It appears to be a security lock designed to open the door when the correct handprint is registered.
Huh. Correct handprint, you say? Like this one? Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna, like, put my brain
The
in your
hand
face.
circuitry triggers a connection and the door opens. It appears to be an abstract piece of alien art. This appears to control some unusual security equipment.
Fascinating, Captain. It is a diagram of a lunar eclipse of this planet. See how the red sphere, the moon, is casting a shadow on the blue sphere, Pollux 5. This must be a very old piece of work, because this planet's moon was destroyed thousands of years ago.
Interesting.
The machinery is waiting for the gravitational pull of another eclipse to activate it. An eclipse that will never come. And one other thing, Captain. This may also be a diagram showing the proper settings on that control panel. This control panel is a manual override for the alien life support equipment.
And what about this little hole?
This alien construction takes readings of mental activity. It also activates manufacturing equipment related to security and includes a short-distance transportation device.
Mm-hmm. So, it scans the brain, so it scans the minds of whoever's nearing it, finds out what the description of their worst case scenario, their big bad, and then, like, teleports the constructions take on that form and then are teleported out there. Okay. So we need to come up here and say everybody gets the smallest amount, right? Yes! Aha!
Welcome to our home. Thank you for repairing our somnambutron.
My pleasure.
Stop. You're trespassing on Federation. I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? We did fix your machine. Can we write the repair bill off against rent on this land? I welcome you on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. Who are you? Where you come from?
We call ourselves Nowians. Thousands of years ago, we saw that meteor impacts were going to cause an ice age. We created this huge underground shelter to preserve our race, keeping us in suspended animation until the planet had recovered. We programmed the machinery to revive us at the next eclipse, but we did not count on the destruction of our moon.
Right, that's...
Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons. Some advanced civilization. Perhaps you can tell us about the demons.
The demons, as you call them, are created by a machine designed to keep intruders away from our sleep chambers. It pulls from the minds of any approaching creature their most feared enemy and produces replicas to scare them away. For you and your crew, it was Klingons. For the Tellarites, a wolf demon. And for the other humans, a demon from their religion. On behalf of my people, thank you for waking us. I will turn off the machinery which creates our guardians, so that they no longer bedevil those with whom we now share our home. Oh, woe! Alas! The key is missing. I can do nothing. Even we will suffer the attacks of our own guardians unless the key can be found. I implore you, if you can help, please do so.
All right. Well, let me just trot my happy ass on out here. This game is kind of weird in one fashion. A lot of the audio, the extended audio is actually like technically part of the music, not part of the sound effects. So I have to have the music on in order to hear the full audio.
I never dreamed that stop.
A glass-fronted display. The glass case is...
All right, can I open it?
You are interested in my little museum of curiosities?
Looks like a pile of junk if you ask. Yes, tell us about these things.
I enjoy talking about these treasures.
Okay.
Shall I go into mineral specimens? Meteorite. I believe this is evidence of the cataclysm which destroyed the moon of Pollux 5 eons past. I've constructed a theoretical model based on analysis of the planet's rings of what things might have been like. I think that the moon, like Earth's moon, would have made a total eclipse of the sun possible. I would have liked to have seen that. For conditions making a perfect total eclipse are rare in the universe. Our God creates great wonders. Shall I go into mineral specimen, or would you rather twist of metal? This chunk of rock is a greatly weathered example of a vanadium tungsten alloy, which doesn't occur naturally. It is
most
my
alloys
best
don't.
evidence that the area was previously inhabited. Shall I go with minerals, or would you twist a skull of a small alien animal? The skull of a modern Silati, the largest creature native to this planet, about the size of a house cat from Earth. The Salatis combine a rather insectoid pattern with four-legged reptilian form, including praying mantis-like forelimbs.
Right, that sounds familiar.
Shall I go with minerals, or would you rather move on? Very well. I can't imagine why, but if you have a further interest in any of this, take what you like. But please remember to return my treasures when you're done with them.
Right, so we're going to go ahead and grab some of this stuff. So I want the skull and the twisted metal. because I get the feeling that that's not. It is part of the. It is one of the natives, but I think that might be like a version of them, of the main characters here. Of the main aliens.
Jim, think about that skull we picked up from Brother Stephen. Now look at this alien. See the resemblance?
Yes, I do.
A child? No, I see many differences. This must be what our people who did not slumber have become. Still, I would like to see these remains properly interred, according to the precepts of our religion. May I keep this?
Of course, I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants, and I'm sure you will have interesting theological discussions. I think I should return. No, I want to keep it as a memento. Of course, I think you will get along well with the Pollux inhabitants.
Yeah, you'll get along well with them. Now, does this twist of metal mean anything to you? Yes, it's the key.
You found the key. I can now turn off the machinery creating our guardians, and no more sentience shall be at risk. Surely the Holy One smiles upon us all. I have no way to thank you, Captain, but please carry this request from my people to yours. We have much ancient knowledge we can share, and we would like to join your federation. Go in peace.
I will be glad to accept your application to the Federation. We shall have a diplomatic envoy sent to make the final arrangements.
We look forward to meeting them. We also look forward to having discourse with the colonists. Farewell. May the Holy One bless you.
So yeah, they are also very religious in nature.
Live long and prosper.
Kirk to Enterprise. Beam us up, Mr. Scott.
So that one was very quick, very quick. Just like boom, bing, bang, boom. Like it was very direct, very linear as far as, hey, go here, get this. Go there,
Message
get
from
that.
Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Pollux 5 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points.
Okay, what do accommodation points mean?
A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
Well, I try to be.
I might have known there weren't any demons.
We all have demons of our own, Bones. The ones we can't confront are often the hardest to deal with.
These demons were based on fear, Captain. A human failing.
I don't know, Spock. Everything that I've ever read about demons describes them as having pointy ears.
Right, so there we go.
Hijack.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
All right, so now we're on to mission 2. We'll go ahead and do that. All right, what do you
On
got?
screen, Lieutenant.
The USS Enterprise is to report immediately to Beta Miamid. The USS Masada has failed to report as scheduled. Determine nature of delay and take whatever measures are necessary.
Set course for Beta Miami, sir.
Yes, Mr. Chekhov, please do. But you won't just do it on your... Now, actually, I think that's the right one. Let me check here. Beta Miami. Yes, that is number 15, which is right up there. But first... Oh, never mind. Once we're there, we need to just go.
There is an unidentified ship closing rapidly. Weapons armed and shields...
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
I want to
Save
say...
new game.
Message coming in, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Leave the Beta Miami system immediately. You're interfering in Elasi affairs.
We are conducting a search and rescue mission for the USS Masada. It was last reported in this system. We cannot leave until we can confirm its location and condition.
So be it. You have been warned. Prepare to die.
Captain, they are fleeing.
The enemy ship's initial intercept course was from the last known position of the Masada. I suggest we orbit the planet for a closer sensor scan, sir.
Well, I would agree with that. That sounds like a fantastic...
Lowering shields, Captain.
Disarming weapons.
All right, let's put her in orbit.
There she is, Captain. She does not appear to be seriously damaged. Her shields are up, and 27 life forms are aboard.
All right.
Beta Myamid, a Federation world. A supply depot orbiting Beta Myamid 8 has recently been subject to attacks from Ollamh pirates on 2 occasions within the last solar year. Ollamh Prime, a binary star system which one inhabited planet, Manalvagor, is currently undergoing a revolution between factions which survive from raiding Federation ships and factions that wish to make peace with the Federation. Several continents were colonized centuries ago by the Andorian. The self-determination of the Manalvagorians and the treatment of minority Andorians is an issue of considerable controversy. The Ollamh clan is the largest clan of pirates and have been blamed for 46 attacks on Federation ships in the last 3 years. They use revolutionary zeal to mask their activities as pirates. Starfleet tactical analysis characterize them as being daring and impulsive, but skilled in analysis and planning. In effect, they are very capable of acting in an unorthodox and surprising manner when their plans begin to fall apart. They are considered a Class 1 threat to the Federation. Ollamh pirates. There are several bands of pirates based from Ollamh Prime, the Ollamh family, the Ajthuri, and the Andrasili. Recent events on Manalvagor have caused these bands, which typically battle each other, to unite and prey on Federation ships.
All right.
Captain, we could use the command prefix code to lower the Masada's shields briefly, long enough for 1 transporter burst.
Right. So it's the Masada.
Masada, USS. A Federation tug tender. Registry NCC 293391. Currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler. Crew complement of 17. Primary mission, tow, repair of disabled ships. Its input override code is 293-397-736-3829.
All right.
Target analysis. Target analysis off.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and send the prefix code. And this is why I grabbed my notebook. 29. Wait, nope. Okay, fine. 2933991 dash 197736 dash 3829.
sending prefix and lowering the Masada's shields.
All right, and...
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
All right. Bones, check him.
He's not hurt badly. I can revive him.
Good. So do so.
Thank you, Doctor. Be careful, Captain. The Alassi like to set booby traps. If you need any equipment, I've got my tools in this workspace.
That would be great. All right.
Even our most efficient Chief Engineer Scott would have trouble repairing this damage in less than 2 days. Nothing to report.
Can we take, like,
You fail to
supplies or
obtain.
All right.
Save new game.
Yes. All right. So we have something. We have...
A small bomb appears to have damaged the transporter controls. These doors have been scarred by phaser fire. There was a battle here. Crewman Simpson.
I suppose I should be grateful to see anyone after that. I thought I was dead.
Well, with any luck, you won't have to worry about that for quite some time.
Provided the Alassi don't have anything to say about it.
All right.
When this operation is complete, Captain, we should have Mr. Scott or Transporter Chief Kyle come here to assist with the repairs.
Let's not look too far ahead, Mr. Spock.
This is just like their raid on Damocles Station. Hard, fast, and dirty.
Well, Jim, there's one thing I can tell you. I don't like Alassi.
I can't see them winning any popularity contests, Bones.
They can forget about my vote.
All right. So I guess, yeah, we're ready to...
Save new game. Replace previous game.
That is one of the things. It does not have like a quick...
Nothing to report. Strong electromagnetic readings come from the doorway at the far end of the hallway.
Uh-huh.
5 phasers without power packs, a drained phaser welder, insulation and bits of wire, and droplets of cooled molten metal.
All right, well, let's pick...
You fail to obtain anything.
Nothing to report.
Hey, what are you doing here?
We are stunning your asses.
Nothing to report.
The pirates won't wait for a while, but they're going to be quite unhappy when they do. I recommend that we not be here when they awake.
Can we, like, tie them up?
Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped to detonate a bomb, presumably inside the brig somewhere.
Right.
Captain, the switch has...
All right.
Nothing happens.
All right. First things first.
Save new game.
All right. Can you bypass?
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
All right, so we've got depleted phasers.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Uh-huh.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Okay, so we know that that's got a bomb on it.
Phaser welder is now charged.
Okay, cool. So phaser welder on that.
I think that does it. A comb bit for the transmogrifier. Now I can continue repairs on the transporter controls.
Okay, great.
The wire scraps are too small. They melt instead of fusing to...
Oh, well, that wasn't good. Can we use that with this?
The parts fit to...
Great.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
The crew is tired and has elevated signs from extreme stress, but they will...
Okay, that's great. Bach, can you bypass that?
There. I believe the bomb is now defused, Captain.
Good. So let him out.
Thank you for freeing us, Captain. We'll secure the area so they don't come up behind you.
That would be fantastic. Absolutely.
We've had electrical problems with our door to our bridge, Captain. The Ollamh don't know we put an electric shutdown device. You'd never find it by chance. But if you used a charged phaser welder 2 feet to the left of the door and 1 foot off the ground, you might be able to shut down the force field and get a jump on the Ollamh. Thank you for freeing us. You'd better hurry up, or they'll catch on, sir.
Okay, so we can use this. All right.
Save new game. Replace...
We can use a charged phase welder 2 feet over 1 feet.
The field is The field is absorbing.
Aha, there we go.
That did it. The field...
It's over, Sereth. Surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew. Freeze. Don't even think about it. Check and mate, Elasi. Don't do anything foolish. It's over, Sereth.
You are an honorable and worthy opponent,
Yes,
Kirk.
surrender.
I accept your offer.
Scotty, beam down a security team to the bridge. We have regained control. Mr. Scott, beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
So instead of being like, hey, you know, shoot, or...
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
Having them register a transporter.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Beta Mayanid and evaluate your performance at 68%. A satisfactory performance.
Trying to hold a Federation starship since
Okay,
it was
hang
ready.
on.
That took quite a bit.
Really?
So do I.
Really? Because I would have figured we would have been better than that, but I guess not. Hang on. I want to go back. I want to reload so that we fix the transporter first.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across...
All right, so I want to say load this one. Come on, Kirk. Walk. All right, so with this, we should be able to fix the transporter.
I attach these here. Now, all I need is a spare length.
Spare length of wire, but we don't have a spare length of wire.
You fail to obtain any... You fail to obtain...
All right, let's load up the Mark II. We know what to do from here. We know that we need to pick up everything here. We know that we've got 2 people to attack in here.
Hey, what are you...
All right, so
The pirates won't wait for a while, but they're going to be quite unhappy.
Right. Bob?
Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped to detonate a bomb. Presumably... Nothing to report, Captain.
All right, use Spock on the wires.
There. I believe the bomb is now...
Can we pick up those wires? We can pick up those
Thank
wires.
you for freeing us, Captain.
Aha.
We secured the area so they don't come up behind you.
We'll be getting to Judgment right once we're done with this one. I remember playing this way back in the day and being like, wait, what? Huh? There were a lot of things that were just kind of like brushed over in the controls and control explanations and stuff, which was frustrating.
We've had electrical problems with our door to our bridge, Captain. The Ollamh don't know we put an electric shutdown device. You'd never find it by chance. But if you used a charged phaser welder 2 feet to the left of the door and 1 foot off the ground, you might be able to shut down the force field and get a jump on the Ollamh.
All right, so we need to use our phaser on the phase welder.
Phaser welder is now...
We need to use the phaser welder on
I
here.
think that does it. A comb bit for the transmogrifier. Now I can continue repairs on the transporter controls.
Excellent. So you guys are going to lock everything down here. I just want to make sure that everybody's cool.
The crew is tired and has elevated...
Okay, everybody's cool there. So we've got a length of wire and we've got a the comb fitting to fix that. So we can say use you into there.
The parts fit together. I attach these here. Now, all I need is a spare length of wiring.
Which we actually do have.
The controls are set for just inside the bridge door, Captain.
Mr. Spock, you're a genius.
I wouldn't go that far, Jim. But I do have to congratulate you, Mr. Spock. Now we can really risk shooting our atoms around the universe. Is this really necessary, Jim?
Analysis, Lieutenant Christensen.
Security analysis, sir. If we transport onto the bridge, we'll have the drop on them, assuming Mr. Spock has the transporter working properly. If we could get past the force field on the door of the bridge, we should be able to surprise them for sure.
All right, so we're actually going to go ahead and drop the shield first.
That did it. The field.
And we're going to go ahead and
Save new
save
game. Replace previous.
there. And basically we're going to...
It's over, Seraph. Surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew.
You are an honorable and worthy opponent, Kirk. I accept your offer.
Scotty, beam down a security team to the bridge. We have regained control.
4 of us, 4 of them, and they just surrendered.
Mr. Scott, beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
So, because we did everything, we should get a better score, right? Like last time it was like 68%, but we didn't get the longer wire, we didn't fix
Message from
the
Starfleet, Captain.
transport or anything like that.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Beta Myamed and evaluate your performance at 82. Well done, Captain. Keep up.
Trying to hold it.
Since we just hit
that took quite.
undoubtedly.
So do I.
Okay, guys, just chill, relax. Because I want to see if we transport in, is that going to be
Priority
better?
message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid of...
I'm kind of curious as to which is the right answer. Like, which is the answer that gets you the better points? Maybe it's because we didn't do as good with the combat. All right, everybody on the transporter pads.
I'm going to have a word for you, Spock, if we appear inside the door.
Ready your phasers, maybe?
It's over, Sarah.
You are an honorable and worthy opponent, Kirk.
Scotty, beam down a security team to the bridge. We have regained control. Mr. Scott, beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
All right, so does that make a difference? That's the big question. Does that actually make a difference as to which way you go in? Like, is one
Message from
inherently better than the
Starfleet,
other?
Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the
Yes, it
problems
does.
at Beta Myamed and evaluate your performance at 91%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
So I'm not sure if that last 9% was because the Enterprise took a beating during the combat. That might be it.
Trying to hold a Federation starship captive. Can you believe it?
Since we just witnessed that very event, Doctor, I'm surprised you asked.
It was a rhetorical question, Spock.
That took quite a bit of organization to seize a starship. Think we'll see more of the Ollamh pirates?
Undoubtedly, Captain. I suspect they have considerable resources to draw on.
I would agree.
So do I. Sulu, take us out of here.
All right, that's probably about as good as we're gonna get without like perfecting the combat, which is just annoying.
Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
All right.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the station. Good luck, Jim.
Okay, so that is number 3. Okay, so there's the 2, and then, so yeah, that should be number 3.
We have arrived at ARC-7, Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
They're arming weapons, Captain.
Raising shields.
I don't know how long she can take it, Captain. She can't take it, Captain.
Arming weapons.
Oh, come on, did it just cloak?
Lowering shields, Captain. Raising shields.
Aye, sir.
Focus on the shields. Oh, I hate these bastards that can cloak.
Lowering shields, Captain.
What?
Raising
No.
shields. Target analysis.
Oh, God damn it. Come on, you little bitch.
Shields repaired, Captain.
Yeah, I can't find shit about him. Oh, man. All right, there you are.
Target analysis off.
Alright, so we're doing alright on the battle so far. We haven't really been hit that hard. God, that guy's got some extra juice in his tank, doesn't he? Come on. gotta take your time with it. Just take a deep breath, relax. I mean, they didn't even get through our shields this time, so that's gotta be a feather in our cap at the end of the day.
Resuming course to Arc 7, Captain.
Thank you.
Captain, there is an auto beacon broadcasting from the station.
Warning, warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-1888564.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3 biohazard alert. All personnel are ordered to stay away from this base unless they are part of a biohazard response team.
Okay, I want to know what 342-1888564.3 All right. Computer, what is 342-188-564.3?
Topic not available, Captain.
Okay, fine. Arc 7.
Arc 7, a highly sophisticated arcology project looking into the origins of life in the universe. The project is being led by Dr. Carol Marcus, who, along with a crew of 17 members, is dedicated to unlocking the mystery of life. Further information is classified.
Right.
Topic not available, Captain.
Marcus, Carol, the current chief of research on Station Arc 7. Carol Marcus is an expert in molecular biology, bioprotein development, cell mutation science, and radiation science. Dr. Marcus has been offered many posts in the Federation, but refuses to be involved in any project which may have a direct military application.
Okay.
Topic not available, Captain. Topic not...
Alright.
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever Arc 7's intentions, it managed to create a biohazard that is deadly to Romulans. 17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Right, but if it's deadly to Romulus, wouldn't it be deadly to you too?
Lowering shields, Captain.
Disarming the weapons.
Okay, yeah, it's just like... Yeah, I did search Marcus. Alright,
Message from Arc 7.
I am Centurion Ardea Preax of the Romulan Empire. We have discovered your genocide factory here and have summoned help to destroy it. Our lives will not be sacrificed in vain.
Alright, well...
Save new game.
Well, this is Mission 3, Mark 1. So let's go ahead and
Spock, come with me.
down.
Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Okay, maybe it'll reset the music now, because it's like we haven't been in battle for a while.
The main computer banks of the Arc 7. It looks like someone has recently been rummaging through the main databanks. The main computer banks of the Arc... The main computer banks of... Nothing unusual. Nothing to report.
Okay. Spock? Check out the computers.
Dr. Marcus log. Supplemental. Continued testing of the Ouroboros virus confirms its potential harmful effects on Romulan Vulcan humanoids. As soon as the spill has been cleaned up, we will sterilize both labs and purge the circulation system. to make sure no traces of the virus will remain viable. Then all research files must be erased. We must leave no chance that this terrible accident will ever be repeated.
Doctor, you may be interested in the medical data file appended to the log.
All right, so we use boy on the computers.
Now that's interesting. There's more here. All of Dr. Marcus' research data on the Ouroboros virus. Let me see. Virus growth patterns. Pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulan Vulcan genotype. Alveoli involvement in... Boy, Jim, this bug works fast.
Is this really the time to catch up on your reading, Doctor?
You told him that he should look into it.
Now listen here, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen, I think we have more pressing problems.
Jim, there is an appended medical database online. Also, it would be useful for me to experiment on how the virus grows in the presence of different gases. I'm sure the station has the necessary equipment.
All right, well, let's go through here.
This refrigerator has a number of You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
What can you tell us from a scan?
There's nothing there requiring a ship.
Really? Nothing?
This is a distillator used to isolate specific compounds from raw material. This chamber is where virus samples are placed. This nozzle is where anti-agents are placed.
All right, well, what's in here? Okay, so O2 and... Okay, so you've got hydrogen and oxygen. So right now you're making water.
A small field effect anti-gravity unit useful for moving things too heavy to lift and carry by muscle alone. You take the anti-grav unit. Nothing happens. You look but see nothing. A gas tank marked. You look but see nothing. This is the door to the synthesis.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite simple. When this chamber is empty and gas tanks are attached, it will combine the gases to make new compounds. If chemicals are placed in the chamber, the machine will combine them with the gases to create new materials.
Next, he'll tell us the DNA molecule is simple.
Compared to many molecular models, it is, Doctor.
I rest my case.
All right, so... Right, so we can make gases and then use raw materials in order to put in... Okay.
A device to accelerate neutrinos. Not much good for anything else.
Hey, a big old wrench. Bet that'll come in handy.
You pick up a large wrench.
All right, let's take a look at everything.
Nothing to report. Nothing unusual.
This is the engineering center.
All readings are normal.
This is an engineering access panel allowing repairs to be made to the interior wiring in the equipment.
Yeah, red shirts are kind of easy to lose in this if you're not quick. Like, at least with the Klingons, I'm like, hey, it's not kill, nothing's set to kill, so they won't die with the first quote-unquote Klingon interaction, but you can lose them real quick afterwards. like the avalanche in the very first mission. I lost my first red shirt there when I was originally playing because I didn't look at it and say, oh, hey, there's a rock that's precariously placed. I'm like, no, just start shooting. Who gives a crap where you shoot? Oh, shit. Yep, that was a bad idea.
You need something to pry this open.
I have a wrench. Will a wrench work?
The panel is open. You see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past.
So nobody cleaned up after themselves? That's just crappy.
You grab a handful of insulation. The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall.
All right. Can we slap this bad boy on it?
The anti-grav unit hums and emits the stink of ozone before it fail-safes.
The unit cannot lift something fastened to the body of the station, Captain. The tank must...
Okay, fine. We have to turn off the tank first.
The tank detaches easily.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
It is very very stylized here. And I always find it interesting that anything involving the Carol Marcus, everything looks so angry and militaristic and like aggressive set design, even though she works exclusively on non-harmful, non-militaristic things.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
It sure beats hauling it around on our backs, sir.
All right. So we have some insulation. Can we put the insulation in here?
We have distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate.
Okay. That's good, I think. All right, so let's...
Gas feed is on.
Okay, so now we should be able to come over here and say, hey, this should make
the
water.
machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
You never know when you're going to need water,
You
buddy.
take a 1-liter container of pure water.
All right, so let's turn them off.
Nothing happens. Gas feed is off.
Now, what happens if we say...
Nothing happens.
Take the oxygen.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas.
And if we put this in here...
You install the gas tank to the synthesis. Gas feed is...
So what happens if we... What happens with nitrogen and hydrogen?
The machine synthesizes a liter of ammonia.
I hope you don't want me to swap the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
Okay, but ammonia is really good at
You take a
killing
1-liter
shit.
container.
Particularly like germs and viruses, right? So, if we say take our ammonia, put it in here, take our sample of the culture, put it in here, and use the machine.
You take the Ouroboros virus...
No, I want you to put it in there. Do we need to use this console? What do we need to do?
You take the Ouroboros virus... Nothing happens. This device is used for the rapid reproduction of virus cultures in the presence of suspected anti-agents.
Right, okay, so is it this button that we need to push?
You take the Ouroboros...
Maybe we need to use bones on that? No.
Eureka, this is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
Okay, so we take that.
You retrieve the Ouroboros cure sample.
Because ammonia fixes everything. So we've got... yeah, we just say, hey, with that in place of the there, and if we activate that,
You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
and give it to our Vulcan.
There, you're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response.
Buck raises an eyebrow. As you do. Okay. So we have the cure. Great.
Gas feed is off. Nothing happens.
Well, that's because I was wanting you to use it on the tank.
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
So now if we put the oxygen in there...
You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed line.
Turn on the gas.
Gas feed is...
And if we use this...
The machine synthesizes a liter of nitrous oxide.
Be careful with that canister, Captain. I think you would not care to fall under the effects of laughing gas in these straits.
Do you mean to say it's undignified, Spock?
It is, at the least, inappropriate for a starship crew on duty, Doctor.
Right, so we have laughing gas, but that's not going to do us much good against the
You take a 1 liter...
But, if I remember right, if we put this in there... So we use the raw component of the
machine
insulation.
synthesizes a quantity of inert matter.
No? Okay. Let's go back out here real quick. Take a look and see what we've got in our... All right. I know we need to do something with the insulation.
You grab a handful of insulation.
Oh, the station's fusion reactor. Very nice. What are we going to tour next? The ventilation system?
All right. give me just a moment here. I need to take a real quick break. I need to run to the bathroom, so we'll be right back. That's a good question. I don't know if there's actually a timer going on that. Let's see here. Yeah, but we've already cured him. We have already cured Spock. So, yeah, there's that. All right. Let's see if Bones can't pick up some more information through the computer real quick. And suddenly no music. No music, no sound effects, nothing. Just dead silence. Wow, this is...
Please select subject file. Ouroboros TLTDH gas. TLTDH gas. The chemical compound. Tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide. Colorless, odorless, non-flammable, gaseous at 1 atm, and temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-spaceflight era, a social problem evolved when crude TLTDH became popular to cook up from non-conductive tantolithial compounds commonly used as electrical insulation.
Right.
Please select subject file. Ouroboros TL nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. A colorless non-flammable compound. N2O. Gaseous at 1 atm and temperatures within the human norm. Early anesthetic among humans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. Please select Ouroboros T nitrous ammonia. Dihydrogen oxide. Exit. Database. Dihydrogen oxide. A colorless, tasteless, non-flammable compound, H2O. Water. Liquid, solid, or gaseous at 1 atm. Temperature scales defined in most humanoid cultures by state shift of pure water. Please select subject Ouroboros. Exit.
So we have just the wires. So yeah, that's I know there's oh god. Let's try it real quick. Let's try this, and we're just gonna put this.
That's not the right material to put in there.
Okay, so it is that, so I don't think it would be just water.
We have distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate.
I don't think we would put water in there, so maybe if we take the oxygen out and put the hydrogen in.
Gas feed is...
That's good.
You attach the anti-grav... You install the gas tank to the...
Alright, let's try it and see.
Gas feed is...
Put you in here.
The machine synthesizes a quantity of...
Doesn't appear to do anything. Okay. Oh.
Gas feed is off.
You have fun out there, Ras.
You attach the anti... You install the gas tank. Nothing happens. Gas feed is...
Close that. And we'll try this and see if that doesn't... I know, yeah, I know we need to make basically
You grab a handful.
Romulan Vulcan laughing gas. So let's try this.
You have distilled a quantity.
So if we use the insulation... With that...
The machine synthesizes 1 liter of TLTDH gas.
An unusual compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Right?
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
It very much is, though.
You take a 1-liter container of...
All right, so that will also, like, knock them out, which is good. And if we just go down there right now, the Redshirt will die.
You need something to pry the...
I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here, if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
All right, so pry that open with the wrench, because a wrench is good for everything, apparently.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck. With a hiss, the Romulan laughing gas billows down the vent. You hear the muffled sounds through the vent of hearty Romulan laughter, followed by the dull thud of bodies hitting the deck.
But now we can go down there. And everybody is out. Bones is gonna go around, inject everybody.
The Romulans stir weakly, then begin to get up.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
That's good. Here, have a
The
bottle of water.
Romulans drink thirstily and empty the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had...
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some people think.
Right. Now can we go up and make another bottle of water without them being like, hey, we're gonna be aggressive and attack when you come back down? Like, we literally just saved your guys' ass.
The machine synthesizes...
Clean drink of water. Yes. A clean drink of water.
You take a 1-liter container...
All right. So, you say go back down. The Romulans should still be shaken up and not really... Yeah, okay, good. So yes, restricted area. And let's inject him.
The Romulan Preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
Right.
The
Bottle of water,
Romulan
sir?
Preax drinks thirstily and empties the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some might think.
All right.
Fascinating. This device contains over 10 million forms of life, patterns I have never seen before.
That is concerning, certainly.
We call this the Cradle, Mr. Spock. One day I hope something wonderful would be produced here.
I fail to see the...
They've been through a good deal of stress, but they're already starting to recover. Their heart rate is dropping and their blood pressure is also dropping.
Great, so let's free them.
Thank God it's you, Jim. I'm so glad you came. Thank you for saving our stay.
It's about time someone got here.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
This is a old point-and-click adventure game.
You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference.
Probably the right choice.
I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus? Save it for someone who's buying, Preax. Leave Federation space immediately or we'll scatter your atoms across the quadrant. You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference.
You are an honorable adversary, Kirk. Jolon true.
All right, cool.
You are also a worthy opponent, Preax. May you live long and prosper.
Spock raises an eyebrow. Very curious.
You'll never cease to amaze me, Jim.
Goodbye, Carol.
So yeah, the cradle is the centerpiece of what will be the Genesis
Goodbye, Jim.
device later.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
And very un-Star Trek-like setting, we have managed we have not lost a single red shirt.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Arc 7 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I wonder if I'll see Carol again.
Well, eventually.
Well, if you don't, you can always drown your sorrow in some Romulan ale.
That's illegal, Bones.
Tell that to the Romulans, Jim. I found a whole case they brought on board the Arc 7.
Yeah, so you confiscated it, right?
It'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
That it won't, Mr. Scott.
It's all right. Another perfect mission. So we've got 2 perfect missions, 1 nearly perfect.
Another fine mess.
Priority message from Starfleet.
All right, so I think we'll do another fine mess, and then we'll probably call it a night. So this is mission 4 out of 7.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have reports of an undetermined number of Elasi pirate ships in your sector. You are ordered to proceed to the Harlequin star system immediately and investigate. Starfleet out.
Right, so Harlequin. Let's see here. Where is that? That is number 4, so it's like this one?
We have arrived at Harlequin.
Raising shields.
2 Elasi ships approaching fast, Captain. I'm also picking up an ion trail from a small ship, probably a scout. It left the sector just as we arrived. It appears likely that we interrupted the pirate attack on the scout.
Message from the Elasi captain, sir.
We'll show you what happens to those who come between us and our prey. Prepare to die!
Arming weapon.
But I don't think you're hitting us, are you? this shit's just fucking getting annoying.
Aye, sir.
Focus on the shields, please. Oh, good gods. Thankfully, their weapons kinda suck. I always hated these fucking the combat in this.
Our weapons are offline.
Fuck you! Oh my
The
god,
Enterprise has been destroyed. Load a previously saved game. Restart the game. Quit the game. Load a previously...
Oh, fuck that. Oh my god. So yeah, it doesn't save. It doesn't save at each mission. So we have to go all the fucking way back through this. Oh my god. Oh, so I didn't save from the last mission to this one, so we have to go through the entirety of mission 3 to get to mission 4. So, with that said, that's where we're going to end for tonight. Because, my God, I'm going to have to go through that all again. Yeah. And I'm not going to put you guys through that. Anyway. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. We did get through 3 missions completely fine. It's just that 4th mission that just kind of boned us. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, our Tumblr account, and the Blue Sky account, and the permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Star Trek 25th Anniversary. Hopefully, not screwing up the combat missions all that much. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh. Productions. Oh.